Hello everyone, welcome to the new video. Today we are going to watch how a master tier player is going to play on the bottom lane as Braum. And 1 second, I turn off the ping sound. He's going to play with Xayah against KogMaw and Alistar. Braum is a champion who is usually and only played as a support and as a tanky one. He's a good frontline for his team. And in this game, Braum is going to be the frontline together with Aatrox and Hecarim. But Aatrox and Hecarim, they also deal damage, while Braum's work is to be a wall for his AD carry, to apply lots of crowd control on his enemies. Braum has lots of everything. He has 2 slows on his Q, 1 slow. On his ult he has knock up and slow. He can also stun enemies by using his passive. When Braum attacks enemies, he applies stacks, and when he or his allies do 4 auto attacks on enemies, they will stun. They will be stunned. Now both players have level 2. The enemy bot lane has also a tank with good crowd control. And now we see Alistar just throws Braum away just to get to Xayah. And it's also a gank by Amumu. Well, unfortunately, Braum could have done nothing here. He's lucky to survive, actually, to be honest. When a gank happens and there are so many crowd control with Alistar, who can throw you or stun your champion, and also Amumu with double stun by his Q. Well, it's a mistake by Braum to play such aggressively without AD carry being nearby. He can die here easily. Fortunately, he didn't. And Xayah, wow, this was a risky play. However, she killed KogMaw. And now they will try to get Alistar as well. Okay, it's fine. It's worth it, since it's double kill for Xayah. And Alistar gets the kill. When you have such opportunity to kill, to earn a kill for your AD carry and gold for him, and as a compensation the enemy team will get kill for their support, it's okay, because gold for AD carry is more important than for the support. So it's totally fine. And moreover, KogMaw has lost here some minions, since the red minion wave was crushed on the tower. And now Braum has some time to roam. He finds Annie. Now they can probably do a mutual attack on KogMaw, or they can try to get the red dragon. Alistar is also here. KogMaw is slow. He has no summoner spells, so it's death for him. Yeah, this was a mistake by KogMaw to go so far away from his tower without having summoner spells, without a support. Now Braum helps Xayah to push the wave, and they both go to the dragon, right? Or no, Xayah will try to get 1 tower plate. Braum is helping Hecarim. Nice, it's going to be a really nice dragon for most players in the red team. For Xayah, Smolder, Hecarim, Aatrox. All of them are damage dealers. And red dragon is just perfect for damage dealers in League of Legends. Braum's runes you can see on the left bottom corner. He plays with quite standard rune set. It's a Guardian, the rune that is quite popular among tanky supports like Braum and also Alistar. However, Alistar plays with Aftershock right now, but whatever. Guardian gives you and your ally a shield that increases, most importantly, it increases your AD carry's survivability. Other runes are Font of Life. Font of Life is also mostly used by supports. Second Wind and Unflinching. Quite good runes, except Unflinching. I don't like this rune after it was reworked. Previously it gave you tenacity and slow resist. Right now it just slightly increases your armor and magic resist. And just for short period of time. I don't like really this rune. I think conditioning is much better, especially for late game, because conditioning will give you like 2 or even 300 additional HP, which is great for a tank, and for Braum, whose Q scales from additional HP as well. But this is what the most popular for Braum, and will they try to dive? Here comes ultimate by Braum. KogMaw has Ghost. They exhausted Xayah, but she seems to be fine. Hecarim is also here. Amumu. And Amumu kills Xayah. Well, this was a quite risky play. But they spent so much time under the enemy tower, so Amumu had enough time to come. Well, in this matchup, early game is stronger for Braum and Xayah, I believe, but KogMaw will outscale them. And KogMaw is going to be a problem for the red team later on, when he will get his items and when he will learn abilities, especially his W that increases his auto attack range and gives him magical damage that depends on maximum target's health. It's really hard for tanks and melee champions. If you cannot kill KogMaw quite fast, then he will obliterate the whole your team in just a few seconds. Now Braum is roaming. In season 14 lots of supports prefer to roam, not only in high elo like Master or higher, but also in Emerald and Platinum games. In this elo also supports roam quite often. They help their jungler to kill these void worms or whatever they are. And now it's probably a time to make a gank on Kayle. Kayle has her ult on the cooldown, or no? No. It's ready. I just watched over here and I thought that maybe Kayle's ult like needs maybe 10 seconds or 15. However, Xayah is alone here and she tries to survive under her tower. It's hard to farm, but the help is coming. Okay, hello Alistar. Hecarim is nearby. We also have seen Amumu on the minimap. But Smolder kills KogMaw. How did it happen? Oh, okay, Smolder uses his teleport. Braum is also here. And the stun. Braum's passive applies the stun on KogMaw. So he is dead. Amumu and Alistar. It's going to be team fight. Hecarim is almost dead. Without Hecarim there will have no smite. Braum tries to save Hecarim. He increases his armor and magic resistance, gives crowd control to enemies. Tries to move back to save his life. But it looks like the enemy team is going to get Hextech Dragon, which is great, which is super great for KogMaw and Kale. Both these champions need attack speed. Well, since the enemy team has 2 attack speed champions dependent from attack speed, I think it's mandatory for Braum to buy Frozen Heart in this game. To reduce their auto attack speed. And also, speaking about runes, his second rune tree is Biscuit Delivery, which helps early on to stay longer in lane, to out-sustain your enemies, and a little bit increased mana pool also helps. And second rune is Cosmic Insight. I also seen that some players prefer to get Triumph, which is great for team fights, that provides additional gold and healing. And if you play with Triumph, it's also nice to get Legend Tenacity. And yeah, the Hextech Dragon. The red team got it. So no Hextech Dragons for Kale and KogMaw in this game, since all other dragons that will appear on the map are going to be Cloud Dragons that increase champions' movement speed out of combat. And speaking about skill order, usually Braum learns Q in the first place and his E in the second one. W he learns as the last one. Of course, ultimate when you can do it. And here is dive. Braum has already some additional armor, not lots, only 30, but he already can withstand some tower shots, because Braum can also increase his and his allies' armor by using his W. So under the tower we can jump just to our AD carry or to a minion just to increase our armor, so Braum would be able to withstand more tower shots and to win more time for your allies to kill champions under the tower. Usually it's hard to dive towers even when you play a tank if you have no armor items. If you're not Alistar. Alistar is able to dive even without tanky items just because of his ult. Well, unfortunately for Braum, there were lots of enemy champions. He was not able, physically not able to do anything to save Xayah here. He even pressed activated locked of the Iron Solari, but it was not enough to save his AD carry, unfortunately. And right now, the blue team has gold advantage. They have lack of dragons though, but still they have KogMaw and Kale, two scaling monsters. So for the red team it's highly recommended to finish the game faster, but it's not going to be easy since they have less gold than the blue team. They need maybe 1 or 2 good team fights to win, to become even in gold. Well, the difference is actually not that big. We'll see what will happen next. By the way, the red team also has Smolder that scales also well. Braum waits in the fog of war. He tries to not reveal himself. Well, so right now there are no objectives on the minimap, so for a support he can just put wards. We see lots of wards on the bottom part of the map, on the river and also in the enemy jungle. There's Kale on the top lane. She went too deep. Maybe there is an opportunity to kill her just right before the dragon appears, and if they do so, the red team will have member advantage on the dragon. But there was a trap. They were waiting for the red team to come to Kale. Actually, Kale was a bait. What a nice bait by blue team. Just well played. They knew that the red team is going to come to Kale. She was just a living bait. But the only victim was Braum. And the fate of the dragon is still unknown. Who is going to kill him? Oh, he's just calmly sleeping here. He doesn't know what comes to him. And here comes Amumu. Annie is also here. Braum is coming. Xayah has so low HP. She's just a one-shot target for Annie. Annie has 6 kills. She can just one-shot Xayah and Smolder. Also. Smolder maybe no. Smolder has quite a lot of additional HP. Ruby Crystal and Trinity Force. Together with Mercury's Threads, he has some magic resistance, so maybe Smolder will not be one-shot by Annie. But Xayah is too squishy. Braum surrounds KogMaw, Alistar is here. And KogMaw is dead. Well, it's the time to get the dragon. The blue team has started to kill it. And the red team is in time here. There was only Amumu, but Annie is also here. Nice stun. Double stun by Annie. Such huge damage. Braum jumps on his allies. It allows him to escape. I think it's better to just do a recall. There is so little you can do without HP. And there is lots of gold you can give your enemies if you will be killed. Well, however, Braum is lucky in this game. Of course, because if he wouldn't, we would not be watching this game right now, right? I try to find games with quite good KDA for observation. But however, usually if you stay with 1 HP, some of your enemies can find a way to get you. And now Braum has Solstice Slay, a great support item for tanks, for champions who have lots of slows, crowd control, who can impair enemies' movement. Braum is in trouble, but he's fat enough to withstand. Baron Nashor has to be warded. The enemy team also has a ward here. It looks like this ward looks like Mass Effect Gate. You know, Mass Relay. If you played Trilogy Mass Effect, I think you know what I mean. Interesting. Well, so Baron Nashor is up. And Cloud Drake also was killed by the enemy team. Kekurim kills KogMaw. Maybe it's a chance to kill the Baron. However, Smolder is not there, but Kale is also not there. So Annie is dead. Amumu flashes away. This is Baron. They have to kill Baron. They have all the advantage they need. Kale is far away. She has no teleport at the moment, so she cannot teleport here and help Amumu. And to be honest, if Kale would have teleport, it would change nothing, because even Kale with Amumu would be not enough to fight 4 champions of the red team. So as we see, Braum stayed early on closer to his AD carry, but right now Braum roams through the whole map. He puts wards, he tries to surround enemy champions, to make ambushes. As a support, we should usually control to control entrances into our jungle. We have to make sure that they are warded. We also have to ward objectives, but right now there are no dragons or Baron. But we have warded exits from and entrances from the enemy jungle. And also we should watch on the minimap to see where and which ally will probably need our help. Maybe we can make a kill, to make a situation to make a kill, or maybe we can save someone. It depends. They have low HP. KogMaw was rooted. Braum tries to stun him. He really stunned KogMaw, but before that KogMaw has killed Xayah, and also he kills Braum. Just as I said, friends, KogMaw is going to be problem. And he has just 2 items. With more items, gonna come more problems for the red team. They have to find a way to stun and kill KogMaw fast before he destroys everyone. Well, KogMaw was too bold. He was going to attack the red champions without having front line. For KogMaw actually and Kayle, it's a good team comp because they have 2 tanks, Alistar and Amumu, with lots of crowd control, so it's really hard for the red team to get to enemy carry champions. And we'll see what Braum is going to do in the team fight. He will probably try to save and peel for his carries. There are usually few strategies that we can do. We can try to protect our carries, or we can try to make a threat to enemies. However, I think, to my opinion, it's easier for Braum to care for allied carries by using lots of crowd control. Now it was 1-for-1 exchange, any for Aatrox, and Kayle. Wow, what Kayle have done? Amumu, nice stun by Amumu. But unfortunately it was too late. KogMaw was already dead, and despite all 4 champions were stunned, there was no one who could deal damage to them. Why did Kayle go too deep? I don't know. What Kayle tried to do here? I don't know what she have tried to do. Oh, okay, she has tried to kill Hecarim, but it was I don't know, it was just stupid by Kayle. And we see here is the stun. Unfortunately, KogMaw was also stunned and killed by Smolder. Unlucky for KogMaw, he had few seconds to get at least a triple kill, but unfortunately for him, he was stunned. Braum also has a Knight's Wow. And he is going to buy Frozen Heart, the item that counters auto attacks based damage. Champions who are auto attack speed based, who rely on their auto attack speed, right? Now the red team has gold advantage. However, the blue team got 2 dragons. So now they're even in terms of dragons. But the gold lead right now is on the red side. And they will try to kill the Baron despite the whole blue team is ready. They're ready to fight. They're here, all of them. And so the fight has begun. Braum throws Q into Kayle. Nice flash and stunned by Amumu. However, he dies the way too fast. Ult. Only KogMaw was hit by Braum's ult. Kayle is able to kill Aatrox. She's invincible by her ult. She dies together with Xayah. And this triple kill for Smolder. The enemy team still has KogMaw and N0T with full HP. Well, actually, it's probably going to be hard. N0T has stunned Smolder. He loses lots of HP. Braum tries to save him, jumps on him, increases his armor and magic resistance. Now he applies crowd control to T-Burst. Dodges KogMaw's ult by using flash. Oh, not enough. Not enough range. Okay, so they have the Baron, but only 2 champions have escaped with the buff. They also received additional gold. 1500 for the Baron. And now Braum has Frozen Heart. Whoa. This is strange. Aatrox. Aatrox has also bought Frozen Heart. But why Aatrox doesn't use mana? It's probably the first time I see Aatrox bought Frozen Heart. What the hell? But they don't need to Frozen Hearts, especially if Braum has one. It's really strange. I don't know. I think it would be much better for Aatrox to buy maybe some additional magic resistance, or he could buy Anathema Chains. Magic resistance against KogMaw and Anathema's Chains against Kayle, for example. Because if you buy an item that provides you mana, you pay some gold for this for mana that your champion cannot use. So it's just a waste of your gold. And I really doubt it's useful, especially since you have one champion with this item in your team, with this aura. So it's quite a strange decision by Aatrox. Amumu engages. Braum uses his ult, but he hits 0 targets. Unfortunately, he stuns Alistar. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. 3 champions have died, and they killed 0 enemy champions. They already have 3 cloud dragons, and the next dragon is going to be the dragon with the dragon soul. If the blue team will be able to kill it. There are no wards in the jungle, but right now it's dangerous to walk around and put wards, since you can be killed by enemies who can be in your jungle. So the red team has 0 vision. It's quite hard to play when your team has 0 vision on the minimap. They try to kill KogMaw. He was stunned and destroyed. Nice. Crowd control by Braum. He knocks up Amumu. I'm sorry, he knocks up any. Confused Mumu with any because of their short height.
Not so fast. It is easy, see? Strike like that.
Counter-attacked by the blue team. Braum survives by jumping on Xayah. And now it's Ace. KogMaw is going to respawn, but there are 5 enemy champions. It's not possible for KogMaw to protect his base. And this is victory for Braum. He has really nice KDA. I hope this video was useful for you, and now you know how in theory you should be playing Braum and what this champion can do. Thank you for watching, friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not lose new videos, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.